Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim Brzakala. I am joined today by Mr. Kaleb Koho. Kaleb, how are you this evening?
I'm doing good. It's the Summer Series tournament, so of course I got the suns out, guns out, tanks on. It's summer. You get to see my arms, which is something you should never see in your life. I'm sorry, but it's hot. And so is this match. This is going to be a good match.
Yeah, we have the number 4 seed, Dominic Rizzi, going up against the 29 seed, Zaddeus Smith. Last time we saw Zaddeus, he lost to Brian Michaels, but in a very close game that Zaddeus, like we always say, Zaddeus is here to entertain the people. That's why I love Zaddeus. I love it when he shows up for matches. It's always the best. And the last time we saw Rizzi, he lost to Jacoby, but that was also...
Who is unfortunately no longer with us anymore.
That's correct. I don't... Yeah, rest in peace. But that was a really great match that went down to the wire as well. And Rizzi, former champion of this league. He has been the champion of this league, so he knows what he's doing. Zaddeus been around since season 1, Koho, I think.
Both guys, season 1 competitors, still hanging with us.
No, go ahead. What do you think of the match? What do you think?
I think this is going to be a great game. Rizzi, as you said, singles champion. Barely lost in sudden death to Scully. He took me like 18 rounds of sudden death last year's tournament, so he is a very strong player still. He pushed Jacoby. I think this is a 32-person tournament. We know how he does in the tournament seasons. We'll see how far he gets in this year's 32. Last time we saw him in a 32, he got upset in the quarterfinals by the Macaw, Maggie Brzakala. So we'll see how he does. I think he's out for blood. And Zaddeus is a player who they share common ground. They both have lost to the Macaw. But Zaddeus Smith is one of the guys from season 1 that has always displayed that he is very solid at this game. He's a little unlucky in some of his matchups, some of his games. He almost has it. He always comes up. He always shows up. He always entertains. He always plays a good game. I think Zaddeus could win this match. I think it's going to be a really fun game.
Absolutely. I think anything could happen because that's what happens in the Summer Series tournament. So let's get into it right now, starting with the promos.
Hello, boys and girls, friends of the Multiplex. It's me, Zaddeus Smith, and it's been 84 years since my last match, and it's just been so long that I'm not even sure I know what to do anymore.
Man, I'm just playing. It's me, the Z-Man, Zaddeus Smith.
Yes, this looks like it's going to be a hard-fought match. I'm number 29 in this tournament, but you know what? I'm still feeling fine. You know I'm coming up against the boy, Don Rizzi, and my chances are going to be astronomical in this match. But hey, if the Fast and Furious franchise can go to the moon, which will happen possibly sooner than later, like anything can happen. Just like the little kid in Angels and Alpha said, it could happen. But you know what? If I win this match tonight, I will feel great. I know a bunch of people are probably hoping for an upset. But my boy Dom wins. That's cool with me too, because I know, Dom knows, Kaleb knows, Tim knows what's the most important thing to me, and that's to make sure that this match is entertaining as hell. And that's for you, the people.
Damn, I gotta follow that promo up. Shit, maybe I should have gone first. Well, as usual, Koho's hair is doing another thing. I don't really know what. It's like 18 different shades of purple. I literally couldn't focus just on that as far as that goes. But yeah, I'm playing Zaddeus. And also I can't wait to play Zaddeus. That was literally the greatest promo I think I've ever seen. So I just wanted to give props to that. And yeah, can we stop saying that I was champion? I was champion for 5 minutes. All right, I was champion for 5 minutes. I got outstaged in my first rematch. All right, so I don't want to hear that shit anymore, alright? I have no fucking clue how I'm ranked number 4. I have no clue how I'm still here as far as that goes. I've lost every single match I've played so far this year with the exception of 1, and I just lost to Spence, of all people. So, take that for what you will, as far as you will, and yeah, the usual, I'm here to have fun and all that. Let's go.
Koho, I don't know about things that happen outside of Multiplex Entertainment, but if what Dominic Rizzi said is true, God bless your soul. Holy shit. What a horrible thing to go through. Koho, what'd you think of the promos?
As always, Zaddeus Smith coming in, played with my emotions. I'm not even gonna lie. His promo played with my emotions, entertained me. I'm hyped every time. I'll be honest. There have been many catchphrases that come and go in this league. The one that sticks with me that I love is Zaddeus just looking, put his head up for the people. I love it. It's my favorite thing. I love it. I'm glad he's back. Rizzi, not very confident on himself. Took a shot at the hair, which, fair, fine, whatever. My hair can do without your compliments. Anyway, great promos, great match. I got really lost in the hair insult.
That's fair. Let's get into the match right now with round number 1. Here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point a piece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question. You both have 3 repeats and a challenge rule for the entirety of the 3-round match. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
Koho, if I lose, I'm blaming it on being distracted by your hair.
Cool. My hair is not sorry.
It's almost the same shade as the fights in fandom fights.
Almost.
Okay, let's get into it right now. Koho, what's question 1?
Question number 1 is going to come in the category of the Wizarding World. Harry gets what Christmas present from an unknown source in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
I love this movie. I own this movie on 4K, and I noticed that Dominic Rizzi owns it on DVD, sitting right next to him.
I do, actually. I'm glad you noticed my DVD selection right here in my
5,
podcasting studio.
4,
and I own
3,
no DVDs
2,
because I
repeat the question real quick.
All right, that's going to be Zad's first repeat.
First repeat. All right, your question in the Wizarding World. Harry gets what Christmas present from an unknown source in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
Yeah,
as I was saying, no Blu-rays.
I own many Blu-rays. I just started a new job, and I had said, like somebody had asked, like, what do you do for hobbies and stuff? I said, movies. I do a lot of movies. I watch a lot of movies. I buy a lot of movies, and they were shocked when I showed them.
You should do? Have the Keanu Reeves clip ready to go. I love movies.
Pens down. I usually do. I have it saved to my phone. Zaddeus, we'll start with you.
I second guess myself. Is it broom?
And Rizzi.
So the invisibility cloak.
Invisibility cloak is correct. All right, next question is going to be in the MCU. In Doctor Strange, how does Steven injure his hands?
This movie is pretty damn good.
So here's the thing. I go back and forth a lot, but most recently I'm on the yes, very, very good. I've never thought it was bad, but
no, it's not bad.
I've always thought it was fine.
Yeah.
But lately I've enjoyed it a lot more. 5.
You guys know.
Yeah, 4, it comes and goes. I 3, like it. It's fine.
2, 1, pens down. Let's go to Rizzi.
Car accident.
And Zaddeus.
Car accident.
Both are correct.
Both correct. All right, guys, your third question comes from the realm of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for both Swamp Thing and Friday the 13th?
So I'm going to tell you a story. So this is going to ruin where we shoot, but who cares? Last week, the finale of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier came out.
Cheers.
And the first thing that popped up on my Facebook page was a review from Dominic Rizzi that said, I promise no spoilers. And then within the review, there was a spoiler that I hadn't seen yet.
Oh,
I
no.
tried. I really tried. I'm sorry.
5, 4.
I really
3,
tried. I'm sorry.
2, 1. Pens down. The one time I click on one of your reviews, I'm like, I'll give Rizzi a shot. Zaddeus.
Complete guess. I just wanted to go with somebody that does scores. Danny Elfman.
And Rizzi.
Yeah, I made up a name. I don't know if it's right. I put Leonard Winegrass.
That is a character's name, actually.
Oh, it is? Okay.
The answer is Harry Manfredini.
Okay.
Yep. Never.
That guy.
He sounds like
guys.
a wizard.
He is of music.
Your next question is in Star Trek. In which Star Trek film does Admiral Christopher Pike die?
One of my personal favorite characters in the Star Trek franchise.
I would agree with that. I like this character a lot.
I like these movies.
I just got a message from one Cody Newberry. Cody Newberry,
clean up on aisle 9.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Zaddeus. We'll start with Rizzi.
Strike into darkness.
And Zaddeus.
I put Beyond.
Into Darkness is correct. So Rizzi gets another point there. It's now 3-1 in favor of Mr. Rizzi.
All right, guys. Your fifth question comes in the category of Worlds of DC. From what specific location do Diana and Steve steal a jet in Wonder Woman 1984? Very divisive.
Divisive? Is that really the word you would use?
I would. I like when it came out, there was the people who liked it, the people who hated it, and now it's usually the people who hate it, and I'm alone.
I don't think you're alone. I think there are a lot of people who like.
I like it.
Have you rewatched it?
No, and I'm a little scared too.
Yeah, you should be. 5, 4,
Very worried.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Zaddeus.
I put Museum of Natural History. I can think of
And
it.
Rizzi.
Smithsonian Air and Space Museum.
That is correct. So Rizzi gaining another point as we go to the next question, which is in James Bond. Which James Bond film features an object known as a lecter? Not to be confused with Hannibal Lecter. From the film Hannibal Rising.
From the film Manhunter.
That movie fucking slaps.
You know who's really good at being Hannibal Lecter?
Brian Cox.
Dads Mickelson.
5, that too.
Rizzi?
4. All right, that's going to be Rizzi's first repeat in the category of James Bond. Which James Bond film features an object known as a lecter?
Honestly, Mads Mikkelsen, I want him to be my dad as much as I want Bradley Whitford to be my dad.
I just want him to be in every movie ever made.
I love him.
I love him. Even in a movie like Chaos Walking, which I liked. I didn't love it, but he's good in it. He's good in everything, man. 5.
Him and Vinterberg
4,
just
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rizzi, we'll start with you.
Total guess for your eyes only.
And Zaddeus.
Complete guess. Diamonds Are Forever.
Both incorrect. We were looking for From Russia with Love.
Oh, wow.
With love.
That's right. Yep.
Your 7th question of the round comes to the category of Star Wars. Who are Obi-Wan and Anakin trying to rescue in the opening of Revenge of the Sith? The best movie. It's not the best movie. It's my favorite one, though.
I thought Last Jedi was your favorite.
I think Last Jedi is the best one, and honestly, I like that one a lot, too. I think Revenge of the Sith might be my personal favorite.
To that, I say, woof.
I love this movie. It's so good.
I like it fine, but to say it's your favorite is...
To be fair, this was also probably the first one I saw ever.
3. Oh, okay. 2, 1. Zaddeus.
I play it safe. I just said Palpatine.
And Zaddeus. Or I'm sorry, Rizzi.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he was still at the time Chancellor Palpatine.
Yeah, we can accept both those answers.
That's the time. He wasn't emperor yet.
Yeah.
Guys, your next question is in Fandom Quotes. And the question is, which YA dystopia character said the following quote? No, my mother's dead. I went to her funeral when I was 6, and she wasn't trying to reconnect with me. She was trying to use me, like you are now.
Heavy shit.
That is heavy shit.
You know what isn't heavy shit?
What?
This movie that I watched today called Sleuth.
Oh, yeah, I saw you long. I watched a movie today called Cars, and I gave it 2 stars.
You're a
5,
bastard.
4, 3.
You would
I'm okay using it again. Repeat.
Okay, Zaddeus using his second repeat in the category of Fandom Quotes. Which YA dystopia character said the following quote? No, my mother's dead. I went to her funeral when I was 6, and when she wasn't trying to reconnect with me, she was trying to use me, like you are now.
Do you know what Sleuth is about?
I know it's got Michael Caine, and there's like investigating. I don't know.
So Laurence Olivier invites Michael Caine to his house, and shit happens, and it's actually really fun. It's written by the guy who wrote Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile, so I love it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rizzi, we'll start with you.
Tris Pryor?
And Zaddeus.
I guess the name of how many points I may score 4.
4 is correct.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Rizzi in the right franchise.
That was
Yeah,
my
exactly.
first guess. That was my first guess, and I changed it at the last second.
Zaddeus is closing the gap a bit there.
Yeah, 3-5 in favor of Rizzi as we get into the next one, Call.
Your penultimate question, I know exactly why you gave me this, in the category of Disney live action. What are Captain Jack Sparrow and company after in Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides? The worst one.
I think the 5th one is worse. I know your argument. We've talked about it many times.
I get the argument.
To me, just bringing back and having the feel of the originals does not work for me. If everything else is poo-poo.
Fair. The
5,
4th one looks and
4,
sounds like the original.
3,
I'll give it that.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Zaddeus.
Hope I got the right movie. The Fountain of Youth.
And Rizzi.
Sorry.
Yeah, The Fountain of Youth.
Yes, both are correct.
Correct. Hate that movie.
Yeah, it's not good. It's a 1-star movie. Okay.
Yeah.
The final question is in Fandom Oscars. The worst category, actually. The question is, which film in the Hobbit trilogy was nominated for the least amount of Oscars?
Boo. Boo this man.
Because I don't. Okay, we literally just did a 2-hour program about the Oscars. I like the Oscars.
I love movies.
You know what I don't like? How I have to remember that Danny Elfman was nominated for Best Score Comedy, and how now there's just one sound, and how it used to be art direction like 7 years ago, but now it's production design. I don't like it. 5,
I wouldn't.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I won't say what I will say. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go to Rizzi
Battle of the Five Armies?
and Zaddeus.
Unexpected Journey.
Battle of the Five Armies is correct. So at the end of round number 1, Zaddeus predicted the future. He scored 4 points. Rizzi with 7. Is that what you have, Koho?
That's exactly what I have.
Okay, let's get into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to again. They can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. You will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. Unless you decide to go to multiple choice, then it will be worth 1. And guys, don't know if you know this. It's kind of a thing in round 2. Stealing's available. So before you just go yelling answers, think about it. Just think about it. Okay.
What would Mads Mikkelsen do?
What would Mads do? That's exactly the right thing to say. Okay. The categories on the wheel today are MCU, Mission Impossible, Wizarding World, Star Trek, YA Dystopia, Disney Live Action, Worlds of DC, and Fandom Quotes. So, Rizzi, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Zaddeus?
Defer.
All right, Zaddeus, this is going to be the spin for you.
Not opponent's choice. Not opponent's choice. Not opponent's
It
choice.
lands on Star Trek.
I want a free spin or take it.
It is the
comes back
question.
around. I'm going to spin again, just in case.
All right.
Just,
This is going to be what you are stuck with. And it worked out for you. It lands on Spinner's Choice.
I'll go. How many wants to try that, though? I'm going to go MCU, though.
All right. Koho, you want to go ahead and give Zaddeus his questions in the category of the Maku?
Sure thing. All right. Zaddeus, your first question in the category of the MCU. Are you ready, sir?
Good.
All right, your first question. In Avengers Endgame, what movie does Tony say he hopes Scott isn't basing his time heist plan on?
Back to the Future.
That is correct for 2 points.
That would be bullshit.
Would be bullshit. Second question. In Iron Man 2, who does Fury leave to watch Stark during his house arrest?
Natasha.
That is incorrect. Rizzi the chance for the 2 point steal.
Phil Coulson.
That is correct for the 2 point steal. All right, your third question, Zaddeus. What title does the leader of the Nova Corps have in Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, might as well. What
5,
title? Nova Prime.
4.
That is correct for 2 points. Your
Nova
penultimate
Prime.
question.
Okay,
You're correct.
cool.
Oh,
I
can
think
you
you're
hear
on a
us?
bit of a delay.
Yeah, you can hear us.
Yeah,
Zaddeus?
I think it lagged a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
Now
We'll
I can.
move on.
All right, perfect. All right, your fourth question. In Thor, who approaches Loki after the casket of ancient winters turns him blue?
Odin.
That's correct for 2 points and the lead. As we go to your last question of the MCU. What does Agent Carter do when Steve asks what she thinks of his shield in Captain America, the First Avenger?
She takes a gun and shoots at him.
That is correct for 2 points, which puts Zaddeus up to 12. That steal puts Rizzi at 9, I believe, at the end of Zaddeus' turn.
That's what I have as well, so we will bring back the wheel for Mr. Rizzi.
Good shit, Zaddeus.
Thanks, man.
All right. He lands on Fandom quotes. Rizzi, would you like to keep it or spin again?
Spin again.
All right. This is what you are stuck with. And it lands on opponent's choice.
Ooh.
So, Zaddeus, do you need the list of categories again?
Yes, please.
All right. The options that you can pick from to give to Rizzi are Mission Impossible, Wizarding World, Star Trek, YA, Disney Live Action, Worlds of DC, and Fandom quotes.
Yeah. Because I wanted to pick this myself before. I'm going to go Mission Impossible. Let's see.
Okay.
All right.
Rizzi, I will give you your questions in the category of Mission Impossible. Are you ready?
Yes.
Mission Impossible 2 opens on what type of transportation?
A plane.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, the device that does what breaks right before Ethan and Benji go to meet with Sabine?
Oh, shit. Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, changes room numbers, B, controls the elevator, C, makes masks, D, prints fake nuclear codes.
Let me hear the options again.
All right, you repeated the options. A, changes room numbers, B, controls the elevator, C, makes masks, D, prints fake nuclear codes.
Okay, changes room numbers.
That is incorrect. Zaddeus, chance for a 1 point steal. Your options again are A, changes room numbers, B, controls the elevator, C, makes masks, D, prints fake nuclear codes.
I think it's prints fake nuclear codes.
It's also incorrect. We were looking for makes masks. All right. Your next question, Rizzi. In Mission Impossible 3, the message containing the mission from Musgrave left at the gas station is hidden in what object?
It's a Kodak disposable film camera.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right.
And the lead. Your fourth question. What is the name of the character played by Henry Czerny in Mission Impossible?
Eugene Kittredge.
That is correct for 2 points.
I hope that first name's correct.
I hope the first name's correct, but I just have Kittredge.
I'll trust him.
And your final question. What is the name of the smaller rogue group led by John Lark in Mission Impossible Fallout?
Yeah, I need multiple for that. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
All right, your options are A, the Guardians, B, the Prophets, C, the Damned, D, the Apostles.
The Apostles.
That is correct for 1 point. So at the end of round number 2, I have Rizzi up 16 to Zaddeus' 12.
That's exactly
Good
what I
stuff,
have.
man. Good
All right,
stuff.
4-point game as we get into round number 3. It's the betting round. You guys know how this works, but I will explain it again. We're going to say a category. Then you're going to have to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 points. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions?
Yes. No.
Mm-mm.
All right. The first category that you guys can bet points on is DC. So how many points would you like to bet on DC? Or as me and Koho call it, Detective Comics.
Detective Comics.
All right, let's get a bet starting with Zaddeus.
I'm going to say 1, because I'm not sure how far back you're going to go.
And Rizzi.
I'm putting big fat goose egg 0.
All right, the question is, Who plays the leader of the Losers, Clay, in The Losers?
What would you think if like Marvel was like an acronym for like most amazing, riveting, virtual lore, and then put comics at the end or whatever, But like, what if they made an acronym for comics and then it was Marvel Comics?
5.
The same thing.
3, 2, 1.
That's right. I had a second this joke. Bad joke.
Oh, Rizzi, you bet 0. We'll start with you.
Man. Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
And Zaddeus.
I don't think he has a barbed wire bat, but it's Jeffrey Dean Morgan. What's up, Nico?
That is correct. So Zaddeus gains 1 point. It is now a 3-point game as we get into what next category, Koho?
I appreciate the Nico shout out. Mission Impossible is your category.
All right. Are we good with bets?
Yeah.
All right. We'll start with Rizzi.
1.
And Zaddeus.
Yeah, I'm going to dig it. Yeah, 1.
All right. What's the question, Koho?
Your question, Mission Impossible. How does Ethan kill Sean Ambrose in Mission Impossible 2? The worst one.
By far.
By a lot. It's not fun.
You have a K on your wall.
I do, actually.
When did that get there?
Yesterday.
I was going to say, that's new.
Very
5.
new. I redecorated
4,
a little bit.
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
1. All right. That's going to be Zaddeus' last repeat.
Your final repeat gets you this question. How does Ethan kill Sean Ambrose in Mission Impossible 2? But yeah, I redid my Marvel poster wall, my DC poster wall. You won't be able to see those.
You hung up your Guitar Hero guitar?
I did. I hung up my guitar. 2 of them, actually. It's just one's a little off frame that way. I also put up my Spider-Verse poster right here, finally.
5.
So.
4. But Creed stays where he is.
Creed
2,
will never move.
1. Pens down. Let's start with Rizzi.
I just put he shoots him.
And Zaddeus.
I put the same thing. Shoots him.
And your both would be correct. That is the correct answer. So
17 to 14.
Yeah. No. Yes. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong number. I'm like,
3-point game.
Yes, 17 to 14. I thought it was 18. Whoops. Anyway, I did a Boatman and added 5 random tallies. It is 14 to 17. It's a 3-point game.
17 to yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And the next category is DreamWorks animation.
You got me second guessing there for a second too. I was like, wait, yeah. No.
You can see I'm not completely moronic. I have the right amount.
You're good.
All right. Are we good with bets, gentlemen?
I'm good.
All right. Let's get a bet starting with Zaddeus.
Always want to stay positive, so I drew a little smiley face inside my 0.
All right. And Rizzi.
Yeah, same. It's going to be a stats-only round.
Stats only round. The question is, in Ants, what kind of establishment does Z meet Bala in?
This movie's bad.
Yeah, it's not good. Tis not a good one.
Does not slap, Captain.
That is correct. It does not slap. 5.
The one 4, that they made immediately after this
3,
slaps.
2, 1. Yes, it does. Pens down. Rizzi.
Is that a bar?
And Zaddeus.
I just hate to add they're racist now. A Bug's Life is better.
A Bug's Life is better, but a bar is also correct. That is the correct answer.
Yeah.
All right, so no points lost or gained. What's next, Koho?
It is Pixar with 3 points left on the board.
Yeah, 3-point game, 2 questions left. Lots of things still can happen.
Lots of game left to be played. I'm actually very nervous.
Yeah.
3-point swing. No 3-point game.
Are we good players?
Yeah.
All right, Rizzi, we'll start with you.
0.
And Zaddeus.
I'll go 1.
All right. What is the question, Koho?
Your question in Pixar. Agent Rick Dicker appears in what Pixar franchise?
As I alluded to earlier in this match, and I just wanted to bring it up again because,
Absolutely.
I like upsetting you. The Oscars are kind of dumb.
Well, this year they were very dumb, yes.
Yeah, we're a little mad.
Cancel the Oscars.
That's not going to happen.
Let's not do that.
5, 4,
I need
3,
them. I need them.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Rizzi, who bet 0.
The Incredibles.
And Zaddeus.
The Incredibles.
That is correct. All right, so here's the situation. We are moving on to the final question. It is a 2-point game. Lots of things could happen here. So the final category that you guys can bet points on is the MCU. Are we good players?
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, Zaddeus, we'll start with you.
I don't think I've scored this many points in a while, so one way or another, I'm going to choose 2.
And Rizzi.
Yeah, it's just the effect that I have on people now. 2 points.
All right, so here's the situation. Both hit, both miss. Rizzi's the winner. But if Zaddeus can hit and Rizzi misses, Zaddeus will win. So lots of things could happen here. Very interesting. Here's the question. In Ant-Man and the Wasp, Luis and Scott start a business called XCon, which is what kind of business? I like this movie.
Yeah, it's fun. Boatman has described it as a farce.
That's true.
I think it's an apt description.
I think so too. 5.
I like it more than the first
4,
one.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. I wouldn't go that far. Zaddeus, we'll start with you.
I put security.
And Rizzi.
Yeah, I didn't know how you wanted to word this. I put security contracting firm.
And your winner, Dominic Rizzi. That is correct. That is what we're looking for. Security contracts. Yes, that is all correct. So Rizzi wins in a very close game with a final score of 19 to 17.
Name of a best picture nominee from last year.
That is true. Koho, what do you think of the match?
Very, very close game. That betting round was intense. Came down to the last question. Zaddeus played a great game. Rizzi still winning despite a spitter's opponent's choice situation. Shows Rizzi still got this a little bit. He's definitely still playing. A good game. Zaddeus, though, continuously showing us every time he comes out and plays that he is a good competitor. That he can hang with the best of them. And I'm very excited to see what both these competitors have in their futures.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start by talking to the unfortunate second place finisher today, Zaddeus. You came in second, but you had a great game. You got spinner's choice, and you played really well. You hit 4 of the 5 questions for 2 points. That one steal kind of is what made the game here at the end of the day. But you played great in round 3. You knew when to bet. You knew not when to bet. It was you played fantastic. This is like the best we've seen you. How are you feeling about the match?
I feel good about it, man. And actually, I feel like a little bit renewed confidence in like Fandom fights and everything. Like so. Again, I think everything comes down to like what question comes out and if you know it or not. And I think I know a lot of the questions. That Iron Man 2 one is gonna bother me a little bit, but then again, it's the worst Iron Man movie to me, so I'm not that mad either. So, but like I think it was a fun match. Yo, shout out to Dom. Like he had a great game. I had a great game with 17 points. I don't think I've scored that in a while. So, or if I'm pretty sure I have, but it's been a while. So it was fun, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So Rizzi, Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. Zaddeus, this means that you are out of the tournament, but I'm sure we will see you back again, either post-tournament or sometime next season. Is there anybody that you want to play to try to get, back up another win on the record?
You know what? I'm really, to me, it's about whoever wants to have a match or whoever you guys want to put me against. Like it really is all fun with me. I'm not sure if anybody out there will want to like challenge me or anything or try to put me out into the great wide beyond into the pasture. But if anybody ever wants to challenge me, I'm always down. But for me, it doesn't matter. I'm just looking forward to my next match whenever that will be.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited for it. You always do what you say you're going to do and entertain. So thank you for being here, Zaddeus. Let's move over to the winner today, Mr. Rizzi. Rizzi, very close game. You got opponent's choice, but you made your way through Mission Impossible, only missing one question. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, look, I had a pretty, just based on experience overall, that I was gonna get opponent's choice, and I'm just, again, thankful. But I don't want to like put the praise on me because I'm probably gonna get knocked out in the next game, just as far as my track record goes. But I just wanted to say shout out to Zaddeus. Zaddeus, I can say for sure that is the best you have ever played. That is the best you have ever played, and I don't want anyone to ever take that away from you. That was incredible. It was literally just like a points difference. You did everything you were. I did exactly what I usually do, and if it was any other opponent, like, I would have been done. I would have been done. So you played fantastically. I just wanted to say that. And yeah, I made a lot of dumb moves in that round 3 like I usually do, and it just came down to the fact that it's MCU was my final question. That's really all that it was. I'll admit I was dumb. I let my fear of kind of the round 3 Pixar questions get to my head as far as the betting goes. And also, I need to stop second-guessing myself with DreamWorks because I'm a lot better with DreamWorks than I give myself credit for. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to who I play next.
Yeah, so next on the docket for you, Mr. Rizzi, I am going to pull that up right now.
We do have that for him.
Yes, well, we're not going to say. We're just.
We'll
I know
later.
it's far on. We'll
tell you later.
We'll tell you. You're going to be playing the winner of Robert Kastner and Jack Pinchuk. So that is who you're going to be playing. Any thoughts about that match aired a while ago, but just in case people are behind or anything, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, both guys who I haven't played before, so whoever I end up playing, I'll be looking forward to it.
Awesome. Great. Well, we'll see you in round 2 of the tournament, Mr. Rizzi. Koho, final thoughts.
A really good match. It came right down to the last question. Solid performance from both. I'm excited to see Zaddeus come back and entertain us again. I'm excited to see Rizzi in the next round against either Jack or Robert. It's going to be a fun match to see who Rizzi's playing next, and to see if he can. And to see how far he makes in this tournament. I think Rizzi showed today he can make a pretty good run at it.
Awesome. All right. Well, guys, that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights, but we got more tournament matches coming your way, so be sure to watch all of those. So thank you to Zaddeus, to Rizzi, to Koho. I have been Tim. We'll see you next time. Grab a Michelob Ultra. Kiss your loved ones. We'll see you next time.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.